Imagine that intelligence isn't something measured by tests or exams, but something woven into the very fabric of your daily life. What if the most intelligent people don't always have the sharpest answers or the most complex theories, but instead demonstrate their intelligence through subtle everyday habits? Carl Jung, a pioneer in understanding the psyche, saw intelligence as something far deeper than cognitive abilities. He believed it was the harmony between the conscious and unconscious, between our intellect and our emotions, that creates a truly wise individual. These deeper forms of intelligence manifest in how we live, how we interact, and how we reflect. What if the signs of high intelligence are hidden in plain sight, visible in the ways we handle our emotions, connect with others, and move through the world? In today's video, we'll explore 4 everyday habits that reflect not just intellectual capacity, but a deeper, more integrated intelligence. These habits are the unseen markers of a mind that is alive, aware, and constantly evolving. For Carl Jung, intelligence was not a mere mental faculty, but a comprehensive process that involved every aspect of the self. It was about the integration of the conscious mind, the unconscious, and even the shadow, those hidden, often repressed aspects of the psyche. To Jung, true intelligence wasn't just about intellectual prowess, it was the ability to understand the interplay between all parts of your being. This integration was a process he called individuation, the journey toward becoming a fully realized whole person. It is through individuation that a person can tap into their highest potential. Jung also believed that intelligence was closely tied to self-awareness. Understanding the unconscious patterns that govern our behaviors, emotions, and reactions was a crucial part of mental development. In this sense, the habits we cultivate every day, from how we reflect on our actions to how we regulate our emotions, play a significant role in shaping our intellectual maturity. Jungian psychology suggests that it's not just about what we know, but how we live and grow. Everyday habits, when practiced with intention, are essential for unlocking the deeper layers of intelligence. Now, let's dive into 4 habits that, according to Jung, not only signify intelligence, but can help nurture and expand it. The first habit that stands out in the lives of highly intelligent people is journaling or reflective writing. While it may seem like a simple practice, it's a profound tool for enhancing self-awareness and emotional clarity. Carl Jung, a great proponent of introspection, was a dedicated journaler himself. His journals weren't just records of daily events, but explorations into the depths of his unconscious mind. Jung believed that writing could serve as a bridge between the conscious and unconscious, helping us untangle the complexities of our inner world. When we journal, we are not merely documenting our lives, we are actively engaging with our thoughts, emotions, and patterns, bringing them into conscious awareness. Writing gives us space to reflect on our feelings, dissect our motivations, and analyze our reactions. This process fosters emotional intelligence as it allows us to confront our feelings, whether joy, anger, or sadness, without judgment. As we write, we can look at situations from different angles and gain new perspectives. This, in turn, cultivates a clearer, more organized thought process. Through journaling, we create a safe space for self-exploration, where we can confront the unconscious material that influences our behavior. It is here, on the pages of a journal, that we can untangle complex emotions, heal past wounds, and process our inner conflicts. What's more, writing helps to integrate these often hidden aspects of ourselves, leading to greater mental clarity. This practice sharpens our ability to think critically and creatively, allowing us to navigate life's challenges with more confidence. It's an intimate conversation with ourselves, a daily ritual that deepens our understanding of who we are and how we engage with the world. The second habit that defines highly intelligent individuals is the practice of seeking solitude for deep thinking. In a world constantly buzzing with noise and distractions, solitude is often misunderstood as loneliness or withdrawal. Yet for those with high emotional and intellectual intelligence, solitude is not just necessary, it is essential. Carl Jung emphasized the profound importance of solitude for self-reflection and inner growth. For Jung, it was in moments of solitude that one could truly connect with the unconscious mind and explore the depths of the psyche. When we step away from the hustle and bustle of daily life, we create the space needed for clarity and contemplation. Solitude allows us to hear the quiet whispers of our intuition and unlock creative insights that are often buried beneath the noise of external demands. It's during these sacred moments of stillness that the mind becomes free to wander, explore, and process without distraction. Far from being a form of isolation, solitude is an act of self-care that fosters mental clarity and emotional balance. In the quiet, we are able to unravel complex thoughts, confront difficult emotions, and see the world from a fresh perspective. Solitude enables us to create new connections between ideas, solve problems, and tap into our creative potential. Jung believed that it was through this solitary space that individuals could engage with their inner world, ultimately leading to personal transformation and a deeper understanding of themselves. Seeking solitude does not mean avoiding relationships or neglecting the world around us. It is about carving out time to recharge, reflect, and reconnect with our truest selves. This habit speaks to a person's ability to be at ease with themselves, to sit comfortably in their own company, and to value their internal world. By embracing solitude, intelligent individuals nourish their minds, tap into their inner wisdom, and cultivate the peace necessary to think clearly and creatively. In the quiet of solitude, the seeds of intelligence are sown, allowing for the growth of ideas, clarity, and understanding. The third habit that signals high intelligence is the continual practice of challenging one's own beliefs and embracing lifelong learning. Carl Jung argued that true intellectual and personal growth happens when we actively confront our biases, assumptions, and blind spots. For the highly intelligent individual, intelligence is not measured by how much we know, but by how open we remain to new ideas, perspectives, and experiences. It's about asking the hard questions, not just of the world, but of ourselves, pushing the boundaries of our comfort zones and challenging what we think we know. Intellectual growth thrives in the fertile ground of curiosity and uncertainty, where one is willing to explore the unknown rather than cling to the familiar. High intelligence, in Jung's view, is about embracing the complexity of life without needing to have all the answers. It's the willingness to admit that no matter how much knowledge we accumulate, there is always more to discover, more to explore, and more to understand. This constant challenging of beliefs requires intellectual humility, a recognition that we do not hold the absolute truth, but are instead on an ever-evolving journey toward greater understanding. By keeping the mind flexible and receptive to new information, we avoid stagnation, ensuring that our thinking remains dynamic and adaptable. This habit of constant learning helps us develop a deeper self-awareness and allows us to approach life with greater wisdom and emotional intelligence. Whether it's through reading, engaging in diverse conversations, or simply questioning long-held assumptions, the process of challenging our beliefs enriches our mental landscape and cultivates a deeper connection to the world around us. It also invites us to grow on emotional and spiritual levels, not just cognitive ones. Each time we push beyond our mental comfort zone, we expand the horizon of what's possible, gaining insights that make us more capable of navigating life's complexities. By embracing the challenge of learning, of growing, and of questioning, we continually refine our intelligence, becoming more aware of the forces shaping us and the world. The fourth habit that signals high intelligence is emotional regulation, the ability to manage and understand one's emotions in a balanced and thoughtful way. Carl Jung often emphasized the importance of integrating the light and dark aspects of the self, a concept known as individuation. This process requires individuals to acknowledge and embrace both the positive and challenging parts of their emotional landscape. Emotional regulation is not about suppressing or ignoring emotions, but about recognizing and understanding them fully. Rather than being swept away by anger, fear, or sadness, those with high intelligence are able to pause, reflect, and choose their responses consciously. Emotional regulation requires deep self-awareness, the capacity to observe emotions without becoming entangled in them. This ability to step back and take a moment to process allows for a more intentional and thoughtful approach to life's emotional ups and downs. People who practice emotional regulation are not detached or cold. Rather, they are in tune with their emotional world and engage with it in a healthy and constructive way. It's a sign of maturity and strength to experience difficult emotions and still act from a place of clarity and purpose. Emotional intelligence allows for deeper, more empathetic connections with others. When we can regulate our emotions, we are more present, compassionate, and responsive in our relationships. This leads to healthier interactions and more effective communication, which are essential to both personal and professional success. Moreover, emotional regulation enables better decision-making. When we are not overwhelmed by emotion, we are able to approach challenges with a clearer, more rational mindset. This habit of emotional self-control is a hallmark of intelligence because it reflects a deep understanding of the human experience and the ability to navigate its complexities with grace and wisdom. By cultivating emotional regulation, we not only enhance our own well-being, but also foster more harmonious relationships and create a space for growth and learning. In the end, it's the mastery of our emotions, not their suppression, that shows the true depth of our intelligence. The habits of journaling, seeking solitude, challenging beliefs, and practicing emotional regulation are not merely signs of intelligence. They are essential practices for cultivating it. These habits invite us to engage with our deeper selves, to bring mindfulness and intention to our daily lives, and to integrate the mind, heart, and soul. True intelligence is not just intellectual knowledge. It is the ability to weave together every aspect of your being, creating harmony between thought, emotion, and action. As you incorporate these habits into your daily rhythm, they guide you towards greater self-awareness and emotional balance, bringing clarity and creativity into your life. Carl Jung taught that the process of individuation, the journey toward becoming our fullest self, requires continual reflection and integration. These habits, when practiced consistently, enable you to deepen your understanding, sharpen your mind, and nurture your emotional intelligence. They are not separate practices, but rather interconnected steps on a path that leads you toward wholeness. By embodying them, you embrace the intelligence that comes from living with purpose and mindfulness, allowing these habits to transform not only your mind but the way you engage with the world. As you reflect on these 4 habits, remember that true intelligence lies not only in what you know, but in how you engage with the world around you. Each of these habits enriches not just your intellectual growth, but also your emotional maturity and spiritual depth. This is the essence of becoming. You are on a journey of continuous transformation, and each step you take toward integrating these practices brings you closer to the truest version of yourself. The path to wholeness is a journey of constant learning and evolution. By embodying these habits, you cultivate an intelligence that transcends knowledge and enhances your connection to both yourself and the world around you. Trust that by practicing these habits, you are moving closer to a fuller, wiser, and more authentic version of yourself. This is Echoes of Psyche, where the soul's quiet whispers meet the vastness of the unseen. If these words stirred something deep within you, trust that it's not by chance. Your spirit has simply awakened to what it has always known. Walk forward in grace, in curiosity, and in the eternal dance with your highest truth.